Free soul, my baby girl. My wish for you, my wish for you is liberating your soul and heal truth being told. Enough dark. Your story is in the light now. You'll always be a 3 years old, my little baby girl. A child, having a child. No roof above our heads. Me and you could not be loved. That was our sentence, to be separated, my brothers and sisters, ashamed, embarrassed of our very existence. Yeah. Cold words, cold hearts, fear, anger, hate was about all they had for us. Possessed by evil fear. Could not share the roofs they had above their heads. Love, care was too much to ask for. How could I ask something they didn't have? The sight of us just made them angry and despair. We found no compassion, love, or understanding in no brother or sister of mine. All they wanted for me and you was to disappear out of their lives. Now I understand how can they give love when there was none. It hurt so much to see and hear, to feel how much they wanted us out of their lives. I think there was no place for love, not for the both of us. Lost you, my baby girl. I did. You see, they just could not share the precious roofs they had over their heads. In a priest bread. Took me to doctors, bribing them with a big fish to kill you, my little baby girl. Yeah. But they refused. My sister, very categorically telling her that it wouldn't be the end of me. She still insisted, try another doctor. Doctors, angry, they screamed at her, refused. Then at home, my 2 sisters tried again. I was so scared and I just ran. God wanted you to be born into this world we was not ready for. All the way through pregnancy, waking up to anger, hate and fears every day, wondering why and how it's possible to hate a brand new life so much. The only comfort was having you in my belly, safe and sound. Fruits was your favorite food. Sunflower seeds, apples, pears. All I eat the whole 9 months. A neighbor used to bring me jam, asking how much longer I intend to keep you in my tongue, because by now the time has passed of giving birth. Jokingly, she said, "You, not a hearse, a horse." What she didn't know was I did not want to let you out into the world. Not yet. I know, I knew by giving birth we had to separate. Full of anxiety, fears, from deep sleep, waking up to vomit for 5 months. No one to talk to, no one to understand, even though I was surrounded by so many souls, so tiny, so tiny, most innocent of life. How could I ever understand? Because they all love their children and always will. My pain didn't turn my heart to stone. No, I love all of them and took care of yours. But when my turn come to have a child, you all called it a mistake. Snake-like corrupt institution gave her away without my permission, finding out things that happened to her. Call yourself fortunate to not understand how someone can grieve for such a long time. Why would they need my consent? A gypsy orphan girl with no place to call her own. Perfect excuse for some people. Business, human trafficking was the solution. Police confirmed to me who gave her away. Good man for it. I'm grateful. All my life he told me the truth, even though he could lie. At first he was so sure he's going to get her back into my arms, but after the investigation case, they said they too powerful and put his head down, embarrassed, regretting he could not help. So I lost you, my baby girl, I did. To a base system that prey on a vulnerable woman in order to heal the scars. The system has to change. Do not like the truth. Turn your head, look the other way. I don't force no one to listen to what I have to say. Silence is equal to violence. Now I am vocal. And local. If this truth upsets, then maybe, just maybe, should not have done the deed. It's not this kind of talk we hear all day long. Forbidden truths coming out of my mouth. Oh. Thank God you know not such pain. I hope with all my heart it stays that way. Also, I need no one permission to tell the story of my baby girl. I hated my naivety. at that point in time. I did. I hated being a child and not a grown up. Wise, strong, and able to fight for her life. I should have screamed, begged, and pleaded with them, bring you home and stay in front of their doors. Still, I can't forgive myself the reason why I could not be a mom to another child. Always felt I didn't deserve it, that I betrayed my child. How could I have another replace you? Feeling that I failed you and not a good mom. Used to hate my sister and my brothers, but not to the extent that I could not forgive. I did. Even help them when they needed me to be there for them. Imagine one day I will ask them, could they do the same if I rejected their child? And lost she was forever for my life. Now I know that if there was no trace of corruption in their spirit, could have never get control over their souls, instead turning their backs to evil. And spare some love, share a piece of bread with an innocent, divine child. The hardest pain was when you come into this world, not one of them was curious about your health or ask at least how you look like. 2 children wanting love and to be acknowledged, guided to safety, accepted just the way they are. Instead, I found myself giving away by my sister. In danger, to a red-haired lady, the worst I ever known. Leaf family, their name, a man came every day, threatening, joking, to rape me if I don't behave. Then one day, one of my brothers must have missed me. He came to save me from the wicked witch with hair like fire, soulless bitch. But not before they had a fight. She grabbed and pulled my arm. My brother done the same, grabbed the other arm and pulled so hard I thought I felt I would break. I screamed so loud in pain, but still the violent red-haired woman didn't let go. She picked a brick to hit my brother in the head, screaming and swearing, cursing at him for daring to rescue me, but not my baby girl. Not long after I returned home, I had to run away because some violent people in the village actually came into the house to kidnap me. No shame, no fear of consequences. There was one of my brothers, a sister, a nephew, and one of my brothers-in-law. Not one of them there to defend me, stand up to them. I told myself I got to run, just go where I didn't know. Just couldn't stand the thought of them touching my body. I care more about that than my fear about the unknown. So I did. I ran very late at night through the woods so dark, but was not scared, not of the forest. It felt like shelter. The monsters I was scared of was a man looking over my shoulder all the time, afraid they would catch up with me. They didn't. After a while of being alone in a cruel big world, I met a good man. Together we decided to rescue and grow my little girl. Unfortunately, it was too late. The institution gave her away without consent. They meant to say stolen, sold like little tiny toys. Spain, they said, was your new home, but what I felt was only danger for her soul, and that I will never see her again. Lost you, my little baby girl, I did. Forgive me if you ever can. Forgive me, I could not keep you safe under my wings because I can't forgive myself as long as I can live. Even at that time I was only a helpless, naive child, still learning every single day how to feel the pain and don't get drowned in it. Swimming through every wave that came at me, healing the wounds of violent abuse. I know you would have been the love of my life, together the two of us, strong and happy, our lives so very different. How beautiful would have been to take you, to see you step on Mother Earth, your little feet into the grass, feeling the wind, breathing life into your little lungs, smelling flowers, fell and then get up again. The face reactions, emotions to the touch, climbing a tree, holding a cricket in your little tiny hands, observing every living thing, enjoying life, running and playing with children, tasting your first fruit, taking you to the river. I wonder if you love it like I do. Drink water from the springs, sleeping outside under the stars. I wonder if you love it like I do. Guiding you gently to respect and love all life and every race, because we are humanity, we won. The healing process can't take place by keeping you a secret. I have to acknowledge your very existence. Refuse to keep you in the dark. I love you. I bring you in the light. Enough silence on my part. Liberation is the sound. Do not care who likes it or not. Agree or disagree. Disagree. Only God is the judge here. He knows my heart and soul better than my words. The only one I ask forgiveness from is him and my little girl.